Hi. Hi. Hello. it's been it's been a long time and I cannot even start on time. I'm sorry. Hello everyone. Hi. Is it working? It's been so long. I haven't been streaming for a long time, so I hope everything is working correctly. I posted everywhere. I believe that I'm basically ready. Can you hear me? Is everything okay? Is the music I hope it's not too loud because the music is not too loud for me. I can hello, you are. It's working. Wow. Wow. I swear that it works as soon as we start. Your mother is jumping so cutely, yeah. But that's because when I talk in real life, I'm jumping as well. No, I'm joking. I'm not jumping. Not jumping. But if I could, I would be jumping right now. I'm I'm so happy to be here. It's been so long. I haven't been streaming for an entire month and even more than that, I think. Even more than that. I totally disappeared. I totally disappeared. So I'm coming back today on Halloween day because I'm like a ghost now. Last time I myself stream was like 10 months ago. Wow. What if I disappeared for 10 months, guys? Would you guys try to search for me? I'm okay, by the way. Thank you, you. I'm okay. And happy Halloween, everyone. Happy Halloween. I heard today is the spooky day. Today is the day where people are eating candies and they can do whatever they want. I heard about it. Do you guys celebrate Halloween where you are? This isn't really something that we celebrate where I live in France. Happy Halloween, happy Halloween. I I also made a playlist for my streams. Um and there's a very high chance that I'm gonna be destroyed by YouTube. So I don't know if there's gonna be a vote of it. I just wanted to put music I liked in a stream playlist just to see. Hi Perry, happy Halloween Perry. I'm doing fine. Thank you so much. I hope you're doing well as well. Thank you so much. I I really wanted to stream today. But at the same time, I didn't really know what I wanted to stream. And I felt like if I was just going to stream and immediately jump into a game, that wasn't very nice because I haven't been streaming for some time. So I wanted to kind of explain where I was. So I was here. I've always been here in your wise. I was here, but as my mood has been very low, very low recently because of the depression acting up and stuff. And after that I got very sick, like super sick. It was terrible. So I had trouble streaming, and I hated that because I miss streaming. I miss you guys. I want to be silly on stream. I want to have fun. So today I decided why not, and I'm going to hopefully be able to stream more often again in the future. I really hope so. And yeah, so that's basically what I was. How are you guys doing? I wanted to listen to spooky stories and maybe talk about my own spooky stories today for Halloween. And maybe if we have time, I mean, it's not like we have to be to be home like be just before midnight. You know, maybe play some Resident Evil, but I don't know yet because I don't know. I've been busy. In fact, I am supposed to be walking right now. Oh my god, Perry. Perry, no. I'm sorry, don't watch my stream when you're supposed to be walking. No. But it makes me happy that you're watching me when you're supposed to be walking. It's always like this. Come on. I don't remember what I was saying with. Yeah, so yeah, about the spooky stories, yeah. I wanted to talk about that. I don't really have spooky stories, I guess, but maybe strange stories. Like, I mean, spooky isn't necessarily things that are scary, right? It's not necessarily scary or whatever. It needs to be, you cannot explain it, right? That's more like it. That's more like what's happening, right? I'm working remotely today, but I've been slow with what I'm working on, so I do need to focus. Oh. Well, I'm happy you went to say hello nonetheless, Perry. Despite needing to work and everything. I'm very happy. I might also, I don't know if I really hope that my playlist doesn't bonk me in the face when I try to post on YouTube, but I have absolutely no hope whatsoever because I have songs from all over the place. So I honestly don't think that it's gonna work, but it's okay. If it doesn't work, just take it as today we're having a VIP secret meeting. A secret meeting together. So yeah. Do you guys have any spooky story? Have you been reading creepypasta maybe in the past when you were I don't know, in a spooky mode or something? I used to read a lot of creepypasta about Pokemon. There's a lot of creepypasta about Pokemon on the internet. That's in a way that's kind of insane because Pokemon is such a cute game, but at the same time, things that are cute are also more often spooky when something actually scary happens, right? It's like in Animal Crossing. I don't know. I like Pokemon, Animal Crossing. What else? I don't know. Minecraft? Is Minecraft? I don't think Minecraft really qualify. Any other game? Maybe a horse game or something. A My Little Pony game, you know. There's a bunch of creepypasta about My Little Pony as well. Like about ponies without like the light in their eyes and things like that. But my favorite are about Pokemon, especially because I played more or less all the games, so I'm kind of knowledgeable about those games. So when I read the creepypasta, when I was little and I read those, I always believed they were real, and like I did not understand that it was not real. So I was like, oh my god, it's so over. I won't play Pokemon anymore. Proceed to play Pokemon again. That's the kind of person. That's the kind of person I used to be. Sorry, my cat just opened the door. Just opened the door by herself, and it's very annoying. But yeah, I remember there was one that was kind of scary, but like the Pokemon Tower, you know, the Pokemon Tower in Pokemon Red, like it's super Pokemon Red and Green. It's like super popular. It's a super popular place for creepypasta because it's so spooky. I really like the place, but when I was small, I remember when I played the game, I would get on my bike and lower the sound of the console and just run. I was too scared to stop in that city, but I needed to sometimes. But yeah, I remember there was a creepypasta about the Pokemon Tower and like about some kind of ghost or something. And like the guy who played the game ended up playing with someone that was dead and something. And I was like, wow, this is big, guys. The guy that is playing the game is playing with a ghost, someone that is dead. Wow. I really liked it, but I was terrified at the same time. I was like, oh my god, what if it's real? What if when I try to play my game, it's someone that's dead too? It was scary. I didn't know it wasn't real. And then I learned about later on. I learned about, how is it called? SCP things? Do you guys know about SCP? Apparently it's like kind of creepypasta, but scientifically explained. So like about monsters and stuff that are kept. What is this? Oh, you scared me. It's making a noise. Oh my god. Thank you, Yua, for the sub. Oh my god. It's making a noise. Wow, 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 wow. You got Prime Gaming. SCP very incriminate. Yeah, so from what I understand, it's like basically scientifically explained spooky moment or whatever. If you like SCP, you might like Lobotomy Corporation. Or something is. Some are just silly. I didn't know I wanna play Lobotomy Corporation because I already play Limbus Company a lot. I play it every day. And I want to play Lobotomy Corporation and Library of Free now. Spoiler alert, it's out. Well, I'm very bad at Limbus Company, so I wouldn't be surprised. Apparently, Limbus Company is kind of easy though, but I'm super bad at it, so I'm not even surprised that the other game are harder because this one is a gacha game and the other one aren't. So SCP in short is basically this is not normal. Lock it up. Lock it up. Do you guys would be considered SCP? Are you guys not normal? Are you guys not normal? Maybe weird, maybe strange, maybe a little deranged. Would you be considered a SCP? I have it and it kicked my ass. Well, I have games that do that as well, and they aren't even supposedly hard. And Lobocop takes it further with this is not normal. Let's lock it up and make energy. Okay, yeah, so it's linked. Yeah, I heard it's linked to Limbus. I mean, obviously it's linked to Limbus Company since they talk about Lobotomy Corporation in the game, and about how they make energy from people and stuff. I'm not endo F the word abnormal, so you're end of the okay end of the world abnormal. So so is it in SCP? Do they only do they like only lock up people that are a threat to humanity then in SCP stuff, or do they also lock people that are just a little bit strange, not explained or something, like someone that would, for example, walk on water? That is not technically threatening, but it's still kind of strange. Would they lock this person up, or would they just let it? I'm not referencing anyone in particular, by the way. I'm just saying. Lobocorp, Library of Vena, and Limbus Company. Yep. First chapter in Limbus is within ruins of Lobocorp. Yeah. I'm in chapter 4, I think. I stopped playing for a very long time, but I started again like several weeks ago. And I'm at the end of the chapter. I think it's chapter 4. You know what? Let me take a look. I think I'm at the very end of chapter 4. And I can't beat the last boss. So I'm suffering a little bit. I'm suffering greatly even. I haven't played myself since the release. Yeah. It's been 1 year, by the way. Some of the SCP are harmless, such as pills that cure any disease, teleporting cat and mass that turn monsters into human. So... Okay, so you can be a SCP without actually being threatening. I see. So, can SCP be an item then? Because you say pills that cure any disease. Does that mean that a SCP can be anything? Why would they lock such a thing though? Why would they lock a pill that cure any disease? Like, isn't that awesome? Then they commercialize the thing. Like, what's the point of keeping it locked? I want it to be distributed everywhere in the world to people that are sick. I think that would be nice. Can they make it? Or did they just found it on the ground? No, I remember the analog horror I've watched not so long ago. Oh, analog horror is kind of spooky. Which also has this vibe with locked creature. Oh, tell me more. Analog horror is very popular nowadays. It's like when you're watching TV or something, like analog horror is when you're like you see the horror through something else, right? Like Five Nights at Freddy, when you see the guys walking on TV, right? That's what analog horror is. Or when you hear strange noise through the radio, things like that, right? That's what analog. I'm maybe I got it wrong. I'm not sure. Which also has this vibe with Lord Creator and then breaking out and messing around. I think Muse theory. What's Muse theory? Is it like Love Live? The only Muse I know is Love Live. I don't know. I think they found the pills failed to be produced, but found a way to make imperfect clones of the pill. So the pills does not cure every disease, but it still cure a lot. Is this what's happening? Is this what the SCP is about? Muse ARG, yes. It literally starts with SpongeBob theories and then randomly turns out to be entire horror series. Oh, okay. So that's, yeah, okay. Pills. Yeah, the SCP pills that Perry has been talking about. the pills that cure any disease. I want in, but apparently they weren't able to reproduce it. That's kind of sad. They just found it. They found the pill somewhere, took it, they weren't able to remake it. SCP. Oh yeah, right. So SCP things have names. Like I think they have 1 letter, a number, and 2 letters at the end, because they are like classified with things, right? I believe that's how it works. I honestly never got into SCP. I could read some today. I could read some. I could even read the pill story. SCP 500. I could even read it. I don't know how it works though. Like, is it a story? Is it like, how does it work? Oh yeah, I know the very basic how it looks, but never got into it especially. Okay, I don't know about YouTube, but I love horror, but checking videos is scary since I'm easily scared. That's kind of the same for me. Kind of the same for me, yeah. I'm like, wait. There's a Reddit about SCP. SCP Foundation, but it's in French. So SCP is basically Wikipedia, but for things. For things. How does that work? How does that work? Why is it in French? I hate that. Show me English. Ah, English. There we go. We got English here. Let's see. There are YouTube channels like the Vogon and the Exploring series that makes audio rendition of SCP stories. Oh, that's pretty cool. I should probably. I've been wanting to record myself reading things, but my reading abilities aren't very good. Like I can read in my head, but not outside. So I don't think I could. I could just have a Reddit, like a reading channel. SCP FR999 named French language. No. This SCP is very strange. This SCP talks with a strong R. A strong. This SCP likes to eat croissant. Would that even be possible? Is the language even possibly a SCP? The Volgan has text on screen that you can read along with, but not the other guy. That's pretty cool. I also want to you know, sing. I want to do karaoke streams. This has nothing to do with what we are talking about, but whatever. I also really want to do karaoke. I want to sing with everyone, but I'm kind of bad at singing. Like I love singing, but like when I have to sing lyrics, like things that are making sense, I do not make sense. I cannot. So I've been scared to do any kind of karaoke stream because of that. I wish I could show you the Polish meme about croissant and how to read it. There's so many memes about croissant. there is so many. I don't understand why. I do not understand why. I like a croissant is just good. It's food. Why would you meme on it? It's because it's not even. I don't even think croissants are French. Aren't they like from Austria or something? I think they are. There's a Discord for that. About croissant? That's my Discord that you're pinging. That's my Discord. A Discord for that. It's true. That's we got a Discord, by the way. I feel like singing. Maki to this day tries to bully me into singing. You know, singing is. I love singing. I love singing. Like, even if I don't necessarily sing nice, I just like it because it's free. It's free. I can have fun for free. I just like it. Like, I don't even. Yeah, I'm just screaming and I feel nice. You know, it's like dancing. I cannot necessarily dance, but I love it nonetheless because it's free. I love feeling like I can do. Like I'm just not put in a leash or something. You know, I can do whatever I want. So when I sing, I sing. I don't think about anything, and then my throat hurts and I suffer. But I feel nice. I feel nice. That's exactly the same with dancing. Singing is cool. The worst skill to learn though is to accept your voice when you record it. Yeah, so that's kind of similar with streaming. Because when you stream, well, sometimes you have to rewatch your streams, especially if you want to do clips or whatever. And when this happens, you hear your own voice. And hearing your own voice is like it's kinda torture. It can be nice, but most of the time it's painful. It's super painful to hear my own voice, to hear my terrible French accent. I know I have a French accent, like I know I have a French accent, but hearing it, I'm like, who is this French person? Who is this French person? Why is she speaking French but with English words? I don't like it. I don't like it. Not gonna lie, I had it easy accepting my talking voice, but singing is just one thing. No, your accent is cute though. Thank you. It's a curse though. It's kind of a curse. It's super strong. Every time I try to make I cannot even pronounce some words because of my accent. It makes me sad. I heard French people with such hard accents, it was hard to understand what they say. Yeah. So that's the thing with French people, because I don't know if you know, but like French people are not really known to have like good capacities at learning any language that's not French. And especially English. And like when we try to speak English or anything really, the accent is usually super strong. But I think it's also because our language is kind of different. Like the way you pronounce words is kind of different. Do they have the same issue with other language that are similar to French? What other language are there that are similar to French? Spanish? Italian maybe? Those language. I feel like those language are more round sounding though. Do you understand what I mean? They're more round sounding than French. Does this make sense? Am I saying something stupid? Honest opinion, French accent can be cute, but I hate this language. But same goes for German. actually really like German. I really like German. I was learning German at school for like 8 years, but I'm still unable to say anything in German. I do not know how to speak German, even though I really like the language. I do not know. I can't. I really like it, but 8 years. 8 years. You would think that in 8 years I would be able to do something. No, I can't. I can't. After learning, it's all about overall language specific plus the family it comes from. Yeah. I had it for 11 years. That's terrible. Can't tell who I am. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of. I don't know if it's the fact that I was learning it like at school, and school setting is kind of bad to learn. Well, to me at least. I always had issue learning things in a school setting. Like for example, English. I started learning English super early, and I had English classes for probably more than 10 years before I actually started to be able to say, hello, my name is Tota, I am 23 years old, I love singing, I love dancing, things like that, you know. I don't know about you, but in my case, I had a fun case with English. Tell me more. English was, I really, and it's crazy because I really liked my English teacher when I was at school, not high school, not. I had a teacher that terrifies me. But I couldn't speak English with her. But the teacher I really liked, I couldn't speak English with her either. At 16 years old, I couldn't write a simple email. Then I started venting in English like fanfic, literally. Oh, is this how you learn? It's kind of similar to me. Oh my god. You starting? I wanna write fictions as well. I have original character and I have a story going on. So I want to write it down. I've been trying to write it down in French. 3 years later, on the final exam on high school, how the fuck am I supposed to fit within 2050 word limit within 3 hours when I can read 250 words when I can run 1,000 in an hour while driving? You know, that's exactly the issue I have. So I think I said it before, but I'm not sure anymore. Yeah, so as I said, like I was studying English for like more than 10 hours in 10 years at school, and I could not say anything, but like anything at all. I'm not even kidding. I could not say anything. I couldn't say the sky is blue. I couldn't say that. I didn't know what it meant. I couldn't say I like pasta. And like I just couldn't. And then at one point, one of my favorite games, Ace Attorney, got a new release, and the issue was that the game was not coming out in French, and the game was coming out by the end of the year, and it was not coming out in French, which was terrible for me because Ace Attorney is one of my favorite games ever, and I could not afford to not play the game. So I was like, I got 3 months. To learn how to to speak English, how to understand English. I need to do something. But I've noticed this school isn't bad for learning basic plus some grammar, but the rest is best from internet games, reading, writing. Yeah, exactly. So when I realized that the game wasn't coming in French, or in French at all even, I don't even think it got released. Did it get a hard release in Europe? I don't even know. But when I realized it was coming in 3 months, I was like, I need to learn how to speak English. So I decided to make a Twitter. I also make a Tumblr, and I got on the internet, and I basically starting going on social medias, and that's exactly the same thing. I learned English in less than 3 months, probably even less than 1 month, because I was constantly on the internet, constantly reading things on Twitter, on Tumblr. But as a result, I did not learn English by listening, which is why I have a strong accent, because I do not know how to talk, you know. I never really listened to English. I just like read it on the internet, and I also like learned it on websites like Tumblr and Twitter. So I learned about familiar English. I learned about familiar English, but after I was able to like understand how English worked and everything, it was easier. It was easier to read other stuff that were less familiar, you know. Does that make sense? People say something similar when they move to another country. They learn within weeks, months, when forced to understand, have to focus on listening and understanding by themselves. I met a lady in Italy during a trip that was Polish, but living there, she said something like this. Yeah, so I heard that's the best way to learn a new language. Sadly, moving to another country, even if just for holidays or something, is crazy expensive. So it never happened to me. But I wish I could. I want to learn like Japanese and a lot of languages, but like going there is extremely expensive. I just cannot. So I have to suck it up and learn by myself. I've been starting to learn Japanese, but it's a bit complicated. It's a bit hard. I'm learning English again also. Well, I don't know if you can say that I'm still learning English because I kind of can talk in English already and everything. I understand more Japanese anime than German after 11 years. Yeah, that's the same. Yeah, that's exactly the same. Japanese is easy within speaking, just instantly hard with writing, understanding text. Yeah, and usually, well, I don't know. When I was at school, I was learning a little bit of Japanese. We starting by learning the alphabet and everything, like the hiragana and katakana, which is, in my opinion, the best way to start, obviously. But like when the teacher was speaking, I couldn't understand, and then she was like, "Can you write it down?" And I was like, "No, I can't. Sorry." I cannot write it. So yeah, I understand what you mean. It was exactly, yeah, it's insane because like when you grew up with anime and such, you don't realize it, but you do have this understanding. And I didn't like to think like that because I didn't want to get in my Japanese classes like, yeah, I have the basics, I watch anime, you know. I didn't want to be this kind of person. But at the same time, when we started to be taught how to speak Japanese and all, I realized that I already knew because I watched anime. So like, it's not a lie, you actually do know things without necessarily understanding why. But you know, it, of course, you don't have like the reason why you know this or that. But that's the same with my English, because I never learned English with a teacher. Well, yeah, with a teacher. I did go to school, but like I never really learned the English, like the rules, the grammatical rules and things like that. So like at school I was still bad. It's like watching an English movie with subtitle of your native language. Somehow people don't call it weird. I personally don't like it. For example, if I play a game in English, I don't like having the subtitle. Like for example, I play Genshin Impact a lot, and the voice are in English, but the text is in French, and I hate this. I should change it back to all English because it's terrible to play a game. You hear the voices, and the fact that I understand what they say in English, and that I also understand what is written in French, I don't like it. It's very hard to stay concentrated like that. Very, very hard. That's why I moved in English in Honkai Star Rail. Japanese voice enjoyer. Yeah, so I know the English voices are usually not the best, and everyone, and I really mean it, everyone is always super mad at me when I say I play in English. The voices are in English, and I just I don't know. I just like it because the thing is, I want to be able to understand what they say. I want to know. I'm not as spoiled as English French speaker, finding again that as Polish subtitle is impossible. Yeah, we're very lucky in French. This is insane. I was talking about it with some French recently, and like when I play Final Fantasy 14, I can play in French, and the voice are in French and everything, and to me that's normal. But I learned that apparently they don't even have Dutch in the game. So like, why? We have. I thought that French was a small language, you know, at least as small as Dutch, but apparently not. And I was mind blown because to me it's just French. Isn't it strange that like my game is totally translated in French, but isn't Canada also using French a lot? Yeah, but that's all. I mean, no, we have other countries like in Africa, I believe, and Guyana that speak French, but I mean, Polish and Dutch are big languages as well, no? Isn't there a lot of people speaking those languages? That that seems that seems crazy to me that the game is not translated in those languages. It's like if you want to play Final Fantasy 14, you have to learn how to speak English or French. This is strange. Spanish. Is the game in Spanish? I don't know if the game has been translated in Spanish. That's the thing. Quebec French has some difference from French French. Yeah. A little bit. It's like the same language but different expressions that led to different words and such. Well, maybe the other way around. Different words that led to different expressions. I don't know how to explain, but yeah, we got a bunch of things like that. Long story short, Quebec used a lot of old words, while France has some loan word from English. Yeah, and French people, for some reason, not all French people, but like the people that makes the dictionary and things like that, they hate that we are borrowing so many words from the English language. They hate it for some reason. I don't know why. We have a language within Polish that's within a very small region that no Polish person understands. Isn't that just, in that case, like a regional dialect in this case? Or is it different? Because in France, we have the same, like for example, in Bretagne. They got their own language, but isn't that just a dialect? Not a dialect. Literally different language. Okay, so that might be the same as in Bretagne. It's a really different language. Yeah, that might be it. I find language fascinating. We went very far away from the spooky stories though. But you know what? Language are scary as well. So in a sense, it's still it's still kind of spooky. Then again, the language I learned the most that's insane is petit bière. What's petit bière? What is petit bière? Petite petit Tetris Brazil. Ah, Brazilian Portuguese. Ah, Brazilian Portuguese. Isn't Brazil talking in Portuguese? So it's like a different it's a different kind of Portuguese, like Canada and French. Or is it different again? I thought Brazil was speaking Portuguese, like the regular Portuguese. It's completely different. Ah, so it's just Brazilian then, not Portuguese. It's just Brazilian. Languages are so complicated. What the hell? So complicated. If only we could all just speak the same language. Isn't that what the Tower of Babel is? And it got destroyed for some reason. From what I remember, one of them used a lot of older words. That might be because that's I think it's because the places that still use the older word are the places that were like colonized, and because they were colonized a long time ago, so they stayed with the old world, while the French, like the mainland, continued learning new words. From what I remember, God, I wish so many interesting people write too many languages. But imagine if we could all speak the same language. I honestly feel like if we could all speak the same language, it would be so much easier, not only for, like, generally speaking, but, like, even politically and things like that. That would be so much easier. No, that's what the world is trying to with English. Yeah, kinda. English is very big. Like, every language got people speaking English. Pardon the religion referencing, but apparently tried to create a tower into heaven, and God said, "Can't have that," and cursed them with multiple language. Oh, I thought the Tower of Babel was destroyed because people were building the tower and they were all speaking the same language, and then God was like, "What the hell are you doing? You can't all speak the same language," and he got mad. But I guess he got mad for something else. But wasn't it a good thing? We could have had it all. We could have been all speaking the same language. We could be friends. I mean, I'm already friends with people from all over the world, but we could speak the same language. Wouldn't it be? What if the animal were speaking our language as well? What if the cat didn't say meow but hello? Think about it. Think about it. Possibilities. People within same language sometimes are unfriends due to opinion. Yeah, but that's another issue. But like, if everyone could speak the same language, that would make things way easier. I think. There would be no lost in translation issue that I very often have. For example, speaking English with everyone, and like, we're all speaking English, but like none of us has English as their first language. Isn't that crazy when you think about it? Like, my French language is not English, and I'm talking with people that in English, and none of them are English native. So like, why are we talking in English? But at the same time, what else, you know? And when you think about it, it's insane. It's insane. I can talk in English with anyone in the world, and some could understand, some couldn't, but they probably would still know that it's English, you know, even if they don't understand. And it's insane. English is everywhere. In a sense, I suppose in a sense that's great, because that way we are able to connect with a lot of people, which is something I really like. But also, it's a bit worrisome because I don't want languages that are less spoken to disappear, you know? I really like languages, and I don't want languages to disappear just for one language. If we started with one language only, and it was always like that I wouldn't mind. But like, there's a lot of language, and some are disappearing, and it's sad. I am native English, but it is wide or many VTubers are ESL. ESL is Spanish, Latino. What is ESL? VTubers are all over the world as well. There's a lot of VTubers. I remember when I got into VTubing, it was only Kizuna I, more or less, and everyone was watching her like, wow, English second language. Oh, okay. Most I've met on Twitter were Americans. Really? I actually don't think I know that many Americans, especially VTubers. Like, the people I follow on Twitter, most of them are not American, which is painful for my side European, as we are not loved. Like, VTubers that live in Europe are not loved. This is insane. Everything is always targeted toward American. Like, even outside of the VTubing community, it's always either for the American or like, yeah, nothing else. And I say that, but we aren't even in Africa, because Africa is even worse. I don't know if Africa has the same I don't think they have like the same time zone as us. I suppose not. Logically, they don't. You know that feeling when you see someone cool and they want to join a stream and they don't speak the language and want to join the stream? Yeah, they're online at like 2 a.m. That's the issue I had when I started streaming at the beginning of the year. I was streaming around 1 p.m. my time, I think. Yeah, it was 1 p.m. my time. And I realized that 1 p.m. my time is like 6 a.m. for American people. And I was like, it's complicated. I won't be able to stream with my friends if it's 6 a.m. Like 1 p.m. for me is nice. It was a nice time to stream, but 6 a.m. is a bit early to start a stream, you know. so that's why I tend to stream later nowadays, because I want everyone to be able to watch my streams. I want to have fun with the most people possible, you know. I want to have fun. But yeah, I think languages are insane, and it's a human creation also. Isn't that insane? We created many things, including language. We created the trash can and languages. We created the Pokemon and languages. We created like croissant and languages. Isn't that insane? We are creating things all over the place. All over the place. They created I want them to create a robot that can swim and talk. But just swim is a good thing. I think to begin with, it's a good thing. Isn't that insane? That's so cool. We created a lot of things. But yeah, this is bad. I totally got out of my plans. I wanted to talk about spookies. You know what? That's not too bad, because I don't have many spooky stories. I think I have some. Do I have some actually? Like things that aren't necessarily, that you cannot necessarily explain. I've been in a bunch of houses when I was small. I've been in a bunch of forests and houses, and I got lost, but nothing too spooky happened. But maybe that's because I was just not scared. Like, because spooky is usually because you are scared to begin with. Like, the place is scary. It's a bit of an uneasy feeling that you have to begin with. So you see and feel things that aren't necessarily here. I don't think I have those. Except maybe I am very lucky. Something like that. Is it spooky? Is it spooky to be lucky? I also sometimes have dreams that are like if you're watching a movie, you know, or a series. You watch an episode, and then the second episode is like in the last episode, and that's how my dreams are. Like I have this kind of continuity with my dreams. Isn't spooky? Is that spooky? Can this oh my god, I cannot talk today, sorry. Can this be considered as scary? Can this be considered as eerie? I don't know, but you know, I never had spooky things happen in my games though. Like sometimes my games they crash, but I never had like a ghost in them. I never had like a game talking back to me. I don't think I had. Sometimes I do things that are kind of strange, but I wouldn't say I'm spooky. What do you guys think? Are you guys spooky? Have you guys been called spooky before? Maybe a little bit strange? Not weird, but like scary, you know? Have you been called that in the past? I don't think I have. But at the same time, people don't really talk to me in real life either, so... No, never. That's right. They often call me weird though in real life. Kind of online as well. People often call me weird, but that's not the same, I think, as being scary. I think it's because I tend to say strange things and have strange reactions and things like that. But that's not spooky, you know. I think that's different. That's so bad. I'm realizing that my life is so normal. I don't have any spooky stories. I want a spooky story to say, to talk about, but I don't have any. This is insane. I never even saw a ghost. Have you guys ever seen a ghost? Maybe once even. Just once. I realized I have nothing. This is terrible. Everyone once they eat, once people eat their 30s. That's not my case yet, but like once I eat my 30s, I wanna have at least one spooky story to like talk about. I have none. For now, I have none. I need to step up my game. I need to create the spookies. He's saying that I'm French, kind of spooky. Can I scare people by saying I'm French? Do I even have to say it? I got no spooky stories. You don't? Oh, I feel so much better. I got no spooky story. That's great, because I don't know what I would do if I didn't have, like, if I don't have any spooky stories to talk about by the time I'm 30. It's all over. It's so over. That means I missed something. I missed something. But I'm glad I'm not the only one. But is it me? But or like spooky stories used to be much more like common back in the days. Is it because the people weren't constantly on the internet and like subject to watch horror movies and such? I think the best I have are strange dreams, but none of them are spooky. Yes, them. Exactly. Like scary moments happening, like when I went to pass my diploma and like my bus drove over someone. That's scary. They didn't die, by the way. That's scary when you think about it, but that's not spooky. That's just something that happens suddenly. And yeah, I guess when my dog ate a bird also, that was terrible. I still have nightmare of it, but that's once again disturbing, but not really spooky. I don't think I have spooky stories. This is terrible. I feel terrible. I want to have a spooky story. We need to make one, guys. We need to make a spooky story together. We need to join forces and make a spooky story. So like that way we can share it, and if we share all the same story, it will be more realist, I think, because I will be able to say, oh, but I'm not the only one that lived this. My friends also did this, and like people are going to be like, wow, this must be true then. This must be real. She's not capping. She's not capping right now, you know? We should do that, I think, so that we can have a common spooky story to use when needed. I feel like that's a good idea. Actually. We should work on that. So once again, this has nothing to do with what we were talking about. But I've been drawing a lot recently. I feel very happy about it. I've been having trouble drawing. I tried to draw like in stream in the past, but it's super hard. When you are not confident in your drawing ability, it's super hard. And I wanted it to be my niche, kinda, my drawings and all, but I can't because it's so hard. Like, it's not hard, but like nowadays I draw and I'm having a good time. But when I'm not in the mood, I cannot force myself. So like having streams would require me to force myself, and I think that's not a good idea. I still want to stream some drawing one day though, because I really enjoy drawing. I don't know why I enjoy drawing so much recently. Do you guys want to see my drawings? I could post them in the Discord. I'm going to post them in the Discord. You know what? I post them in the Discord so that it gives you a reason to join it. I've been posting some drawing in the Discord. Oh, also talking about drawing in the Discord, we're having a nowadays we're having, well, it's an event that's ongoing and that doesn't really have an end, but like we're giving an actual appearance to my mascot. My mascot only has a shadow right now. So we're giving it a body and like an actual appearance. So if you want to participate, you can do so in the Discord. That would be our summer thing. I think we it could be nice. I haven't been drawing for a while. You could just you can always just take a pen and do a little quick something, you know. That's something that's how I've been starting to draw again. But it's hard because I'm also kind of a perfectionist. Like once I start drawing, I like to finish it and do something big. Like I don't like to do something that's just a little sketch and finish here, you know. So that's something that's been hard for me, and that's been complicated for me to start drawing again because of that. I definitely should, because I still want to get better at drawing. Yeah, just take, like, you could even just take a picture you like and redraw it or anything. If it's just for yourself, you can also take the drawing of someone and try to draw it in your style. Of course, you should never like say I did this, or well, if you actually copy the drawing, you shouldn't never say I did this or anything. But like, you can study everyone's art style and say, saying a certain YouTuber progress within 1 year is inspiring. Yeah, exactly. Drawing is something that's very hard, but like once you get the feeling of it, if you draw every day, even only 10 minutes, you will improve. It's like singing, dancing, anything. It's just something like that. But it's very frustrating, very frustrating, because you do not see the progress. Like even like if you draw for a full year every day, you will not see the drawing day to day. But if you see the first drawing you did last year and the drawing you did today, you will be like, wow, how did I move from that to that, you know? And I think it's a nice feeling. I personally had this feeling in the past, but after stopping drawing for several years, I kind of lost the skills I had. So now when I draw, I still feel like my past drawing are better than the one I'm doing now. But I'm working on that. The depression makes it very hard though. So take your time. It's very hard. Don't force yourself until you feel terrible about it, you know? Because that's what I did, and it's not working. It is not working. I wanna draw, and I feel bad if I don't draw, but if I force myself to draw, it's not gonna work either. So it's something that's kind of hard. It's something that's kind of hard to understand. But I'm sure if you have your mindset on it, and you can have a little nice schedule, then you got this. I'm cheering for you. I'm cheering for you. You can do this. But yeah, that's I'll definitely show some of my drawing on my Discord. I promise. I promise I will. I'm gonna probably stop streaming here. It's been 1 hour. I just wanted to talk today. I wanted to play a little bit, but I'm realizing that I'm very tired. And I think next time we will definitely finish Resident Evil. I want to play some other games. We might have a spooky games season during November instead of October. Maybe not, I don't know. I don't really have money to buy games, but if I do, I'll see what I can do. Maybe I'll buy some spooky games or something, and we could do that during November. I don't know yet. I have a lot of things I want to do on streams, but nowadays, yeah, my stamina isn't as high as it used to be. I'm very tired. I've been sick a lot, so I think that's why my stamina is kind of low. I used to stream like for 4 hours easily. But yeah, I miss streaming a lot, so I will definitely come back stronger than ever, I promise. And we will all have fun together, and maybe I will do some karaoke stream. Maybe I will maybe go with you guys. Maybe. I wanna do a lot of things. Maybe I will even do things where you can see my hands. I don't have a webcam though, but surely we could do something like that. Maybe even play. I don't know if I can stream games on my phone. I don't know if it's possible. Maybe. I'm not sure, but like, it's okay. We have a lot of things we could try together, right? So I'm very excited for that. I hope you liked this stream. It was nice. I'm very happy I'm very happy we got to play well, not really play, but to talk together today. It was nice. It makes my heart warm. I really missed it. I knew I missed it because I was craving it, but I did not realize it how much I missed it. I love yapping. I love talking. I love talking about my life. I love it so much. So yeah, I'm glad you joined me for today's stream. And once again, happy Halloween, everyone. Happy Halloween. And I'll see you another time. Bye bye. Bye bye.